Jim Ryan, why did Hendricks build a giant cucumber blimp to promote its gin? Because there are other ways of promoting your product.
Well, first off, the cucumber is the defining botanical of Hendricks Gin. It's what separates us from our competition. What better way to celebrate it than to make it fly for the entire US to see? We've got it for 16 weeks, and it's a dream come true having this thing. I've been trying to get this to go up for just about my entire 7 years on Hendricks now, and this opportunity presented itself, and there was no turning down once it was in our hands.
And June 14th, right? That's National Cucumber Day?
That is a day that I hope that you find the time to celebrate, because I know that I will be. It is National Cucumber Day.
And I should celebrate by putting a cucumber in my gin. Now, why is cucumber better than the lime?
Well, in the case of Hendricks, we have cucumber. It's in every bottle of Hendricks Gin. It's a gin that's made like no other, in a place like no other. And, well, quite frankly, it's an unusual gin, and as such, it commands an unusual garnish, the cucumber.
And speaking of unusual, this is not your first unusual event over at Hendricks. You had an emporium of the unusual in the past. So why have you gone quirky with the brand? Because other gins, they're a bit more straightforward.
Well, we actually find that our passion points involve travel, and the folks that appreciate Hendricks Gin, whether they have a bit more money or they aspire to have a bit more money in their pockets, they really like the escapism that Hendricks Gin presents. And that escapism tends to be a bit unusual. We ask you to come along on a journey. You know, I'd ask you, what's it like to jump inside a bottle of Hendricks Gin with these unusual botanicals? And you know, that's really sort of the world that we've created.
Well, you certainly can escape on a blimp. Let's talk about gin consumption globally, because we keep hearing about Irish whiskeys and tequila taking over the market. What about gin consumption?
Globally, it is growing. In the US, this is a category that's on fire right now, and Hendricks is absolutely leading the pack in the super premium sector of that category. There's a lot of competition. When I started, the whole craft gin, the craft distilling movement really hadn't started, and now there's almost a gin made in every state in the union. So it's growing. This is the leader of the pack, though, really. I mean, I've had distillers, young distillers, come up to me and honestly and say, if it wasn't for you all making Hendricks, I wouldn't have gotten into this business as a distiller. So we're quite proud to have all of that attention.
All right, and finally, how do you top a cucumber blimp next year when you do your next unusual advertising campaign?
Well, we are in the talks of what we're going to be doing for the next year. Rest assured, it will be unusual, though.
All right, thanks a lot, Jim.
Thank you, my pleasure.
And thank you for watching The Street.